Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? If you're new to my channel, my name is Sam. Today I am going to do an eyeshadow tutorial. So we'll jump right in. Going in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It will help your eyeshadow stay on longer and have a brighter, more vibrant color, more blended look you want. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my lid. It's very important to set this now because if you were to go in with eyeshadow, it would just start looking patchy. Your brush won't glide on smoothly over your eyelid because the eyeshadow primer, or if you use concealer, it's going to be very tacky. So it'll just make it very hard and won't look nice. So what you want to do is grab a translucent powder, or even if you have a a cream color eyeshadow, grab a nice fluffy brush and you're just going to go over that. And what this is gonna do, now after I'm done setting this, it's gonna make it nice and smooth, and you're gonna have the perfect base to start your eyeshadow. Do the other eye. For eyeshadow today, I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill palette. When you're starting off with your eyeshadow, you always wanna go in with a transition shade. Well, what a transition shade is a light color, like these would be transition shades. You do not want to go in with any of these dark colors. If you have a darker complexion, you could get away with doing these for transition shades. A transition shade is something that would be a shade or two darker than your natural skin tone. And what it's going to do is give a gradient look to your eyebrow. You're not going in with a harsh color and then it's like a line in your eyebrow. This is going to let it just naturally just kind of flow up to your eyebrow. My transition shade is going to be this third guy here. Want to pop it in your crease right here, and you always want to use a nice fluffy blending brush, and it always helps too. You don't want to just go look up like this. You want to grab a mirror, put it under you, and look down to the mirror, so that opens up your whole lid. You could see everything much better. You don't have no creasing. And then you want to lightly do windshield wiper motions. And I like to do circles around the edge of my eyelid. Windshield wiper motion. And another thing that's very important with eyeshadow is when you dip into your eyeshadow pan, you always want to tap off the excess. And the reason being is it's always easier to build up instead of have a big patch of eyeshadow that you just place on your eyelid and then blend that out and have too much. So you really just keep dipping in as little as you need and build that up to the color you want it to be. If you want a perfect blended eyeshadow, it's not just going to happen in a couple minutes. You really have to take your time and go in a little at a time and blend it out. Make sure it's perfectly blended before you go in again. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a darker shade. I'm going to go in with Pukey. And I'm going to use the same fluffy brush. And with this, I'm just going to go a little bit lower than I just went with my first shade. And it's okay if you get it on the lid where you don't necessarily want this color, because I'm going to go in after and clean that up with the concealer, because I'm going to do a cut crease. And notice how I'm always holding my brush about midway. You do not want to be holding it right here. You don't have control. You're pushing too hard. This, you just let your brush do the work for you. I'm barely pushing. I'm just letting my brush flow along my eyelid. I'm not putting much pressure. Now I'm going to grab a more flat, precise brush, and I'm going to grab a darker shade and concentrate this even lower. So I think for my next one, I'm going to use this right here. Tap off the excess, and with this, I'm just gonna go on the other corner here. When I have barely any left on my brush, I'm gonna drag that in. I'm going back in with my blending brush with absolutely no product on it, just what's ever left over, and I'm just gonna go in over, blend out any lines. The main thing to eyeshadow is literally blend your life away. And that's gonna get you the look you want, is blending it to perfection. I'm using the same brush, but I'm gonna go in with a darker color now. I'm gonna go in with this. And this, I'm just gonna deposit this on the outer corner. Going in with that same blending brush, but I'm gonna put my first transition shade on it. And I'm just gonna brush this over my eye. Again, just to blend out any harsh lines. Now, I'm gonna grab this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer again, my flat brush. I'm just gonna place some of it on the end of it. I'm gonna go in and carve. So, carve out for my cut crease. I'm only taking it, you see, a little over halfway. So like I said, you could, instead of eyeshadow primer, you could also use concealer. And you just want to go where you naturally see your crease. Now I'm going to go in with a flat brush. Go in with this one. And to make it nice and vibrant, I am going to use a setting spray. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover setting spray. I'm just going to wet my brush. And what spray is going to do, when you use a setting spray on a nice metallic or shimmer color, it's gonna make it twice as shimmery. Like, it is intense. The amount of pigment comes out when you use a setting spray. You wet that and it's just gonna look like a liquid highlight almost. I'm gonna go in with the Stila Glittering Glow, and this is in Peachy Sheen. And I'm just putting this right so lightly there. And now I'm going to grab that same packing brush and I'm just going to blend this out. Okay, now I'm going to darken that outer corner. I'm going to go in with a very small packing brush. I'm going to take a tiny bit of Abyss, this black color. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my lash line. And then when the majority of it is off my brush, I'm going to just lightly pat this up. Right up the lash line. And then just tap that up. Work your way up just a little bit. I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline gel eyeliner in black. Okay, let's see if I can get the other side the exact same. It's always the struggle. Now going in with L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Blackest Black. I already primed my face using the Too Faced Hangover primer. For foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm in warm nude. So I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques stippling brush. And I'm just gonna stipple that all over my face. Going in with NARS Creamy Concealer in shade Vanilla. Blend all this out. And I like to blend out my concealer under my eyes last because I don't want it to crease before I'm able to set it. I'm gonna grab one of my new favorite setting powders. This is from the drugstore. It's a Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I'm in 10. Now I know I look like an absolute fool. I'm gonna let this bake for about, I don't know, 5 minutes at least while I just do the rest of my makeup. And for the rest of my face, I am gonna grab, since I love this powder so much, I got it in a bunch of different colors. So I'm gonna grab the Fit Me Loose Powder in 15 now. It's a darker shade, just to go over areas I didn't get. Another drugstore favorite, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Going in. Now for the next step, you could just take any white or cream color eyeliner and you're gonna go in your waterline. And what this is gonna do is give the illusion of your eyes being more open, more awake. Now while I have that setting powder underneath still, I'm gonna go in with this brown and just pack it tightly on my lash line. Going in with some blush from Maybelline, the Fit Me Blush in Mauve. And now for highlighter, I'm gonna use MAC's Soft and Gentle. So I'm gonna grab my highlighting brush and use some setting spray just to get a nice blinding highlight. Going in with some lashes from Velour now. Line them up with some Duo Lash Glue, a tiny bit on the lash band. And when you do, you want to go like this and flex them. You want to let the glue get tacky, which takes about 10 seconds. Pop these bad boys on. Now I'm going to set that with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Okay guys, I'm back. I did my hair and I also did my lips. So for lips, I went in with the Too Faced Melted Matte in Child Star, and then I topped it off with the Fenty Glass Balm. This is the final look. It's super pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for my next one, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye!